Kubor ka Batesi TV. Lawan Rashapi da ka Orange Nissan Loom Sopo near Fire Brigade Shillong. Ringkat bat ka net footage. Ordar mapi. Minwan Ramangi Hakerdog Ying Jongpi.
Sambut Menteri Rangba Jangka Jelau ba Preston Tensong ulapoi Hakashingkan Khat Hadin Rola Jngan ban Jubab ek Jingkeli Jonggilat Pathai Kubor Halor ka Siew no ek Tulop Nongtrei Jongka Ghadc Hills Autonomous District Council Kabala Kenjo Mentalajan Lais Nem Kenti Ha ka Jingkran Bigila Pathai Kubor Ha ka Arpo Terik Uyayong Arajar Arpoi Uba Preston da Jubab Kelan da Kaboong Tat Hadu Andala Pendam Ia ka Jingjet Yau Chief Executive Member Upatamai Jongka Ghadc Hills Autonomous District Council on salak banyak keren halor kini namar bala kamilinti ba menta kenti ru ka sengsang partai National People's Party kan sayok lat ban bat yau lakam sensyar hakni ka council.
We can't stop. Manu-manu kilai ban penuh. Manu-manu lahi ban penuh. Namar babun sen enlarem saya kena ila kujai. Ngar rem election ba penbam pisah ba kumtang ba ubajok ba ulek kumtang kata kajiaman election. Di mentah bentau ekstip komiti kena baik ba oh kita bampisah kita hilak komdam. Tenang orang pi that is not a reality. Kamu deh kerja sisa. Tenang long kita willingly kiwan ni ban support ya kan eka isi kabangi propose mini bentau hapok aja lam jongka NPP. Right now no tensional is applicable to the council. No tensional even to the council means the tensional is not applicable. Anytime anybody can support the executive committee in this council, be it in Khasi, be it in Garo, be it in Chantia. There is no anti-defection law. Tensional is not there. Yagode berka Garo Hills District Council ngan pat Jubab namar ba ka common minimum program has been drafted, but who has to implement it? New executive committee has to implement it. So now you asking me this question, I cannot reply anything until unless CM is elected, because CM once he is elected, then executive committee is already there in place. Then he will also next he will recommend the team of his executive members to the government, and governor will approve it, and then it will become a full-fledged executive committee. You see, even election of CM has not yet started. And now you're asking me this question. I think this is too early to say anything on this. But yes, what I can tell you is in Ghadc Hills Autonomous Council, NPP-led EC will be in place. Ngamtip Bernard refer kata ka High Court ruling ngamtip kabukno kata ka High Court ruling. Nrai ngang opini ya kat kum constitution. Haka constitution haka 6 schedule it is very clear. Ba simple majority can be formed. Okay, executive committee can be formed, but you need to cross 50% mark. That's there. Not only in this council, even in the state government, we need to cross the magic number. Once you cross the magic number, means you can form the executive committee and you can form the government. High Court or the Honorable Supreme Court, they have to give the ruling according to the provision of the Act. Without the provision of the Act, I don't think you can do that. Because the Act says very, very clearly. And the Act says that you have to get the majority. Simple majority is required. Then only you will be able to form the executive committee. As well as in the case of the state government. Until unless you cross the magic number, you will not be able to ultimately, because see, inside the house, you defeated. So if you defeated means there's no government. So we are setting up, be it from Ratashara side, entry point has to be in place for checking of those people coming from outside. And then here also we are going to increase the numbers of Kevin, where we'll be able to at least, to meet all those pressures where each and every citizen has to pass through the entry point. Every person has to go for testing. So this one also we have already instructed to health department to create more Kevin in the Umling side, and then not only Umling side, that Bajengdoba side, and as well as this side from Ratashira. Only state government of Meghalaya. In fact, the entire nation, we do have a very tough time financially, because now again we need to fight. So now we see from the state government, we have to increase even the numbers of oxygen to meet these challenges. We have to increase the number of oxygen. We have to increase even the ICU space, the number of ICUs beds. That also it's being taken care of, where we anticipate maybe by the end of this month it will increase drastically. So that also has been taken into consideration. Right now, as I said to you, we have already instructed health department to walk out in anticipation. In anticipation, let them walk out. Where are the places which needs to be additionally created infrastructure, be it hospitals, be it as I said to you, ICU, be it the oxygen. So that we have already instructed the health department to work out all the details in anticipation of the increase that is taking place every day. So once they do all the details, government will just give the approval to go ahead. COVID-19 is COVID-19. I think let us not talk about new or old, but what I'm trying to say is the infection percentage seems to be very alarming. The infection percentage now, it seems, is very, very dangerous. So that's why we keep coming out with restrictions, new notifications has to be in place, because there is no way out unless people follow, adhere the notification issued by the government from time to time. I understand maybe your question is about the just concluded election in Garo Hills.
Yes.
So do you know what is the percentage of positive cases in Garo Hills? Very less. And maximum is here in Shillong. Is it election Garo Hills affected Shillong? Is it because of that? Are you trying to say, blaming that due to election Garo Hills this council, now the spread is so much here in Shillong agglomeration? No. Because see, we have seen the cases. The cases is maximum are returnees. When they come back, when they get tested themselves, they become positive. And just yesterday also, few students, they returned back from Allahabad. Some of them, they returned back from different places in India from their studies. When they came back, out of 10, maybe 4 5, they became positive. So therefore, blaming the leaders of the state for election this that, I think that is totally wrong. But of course, as I said to you, yes, we are going to have by-election in Maurakadeng. We are going to have by-election in Garo Hills. Next, of course, we don't know which date, which month. But what I'm trying to tell you, since we already seen the spread of COVID-19, which is very, very dangerous. The infection percentage, as I said, is so huge. So government has already calculated that we will make sure that we are able to control the spread as much as possible.